The worst betrayal I have ever experienced did not begin with shouting or slammed doors. It began with a quiet sentence that changed my daughter's life forever. And by the time I understood what had really happened, the damage seemed impossible to undo. My name is Emily, and my 11-year-old daughter, Lily, has always been the kind of child who lights up whenever she learns something new. While other kids rushed outside after school, she happily spent hours building science models, solving coding puzzles, and filling notebooks with creative ideas because learning never felt like work to her. When Lily received an invitation to compete for admission into one of the most respected STEM academies in our state, she treated it like the biggest opportunity of her life. The application required months of research, writing, design, and problem solving, but she never complained because she truly believed this project could open doors that would shape her future. For nearly 5 months, our evenings followed the same routine. After dinner, she would sit beside me at the kitchen table, carefully improving every section of her presentation while I answered questions, brought her snacks, and watched with pride as her confidence grew a little stronger every single day. The deadline was less than 24 hours away when I drove to my parents' house to pick her up after spending the afternoon with them. I expected to find Lily waiting outside with her backpack, smiling the way she always did when she wanted to tell me about the progress she had made, but instead an uneasy silence greeted me before I even stepped out of the car. As soon as I walked through the front door, my mother hurried toward me with an exhausted look that felt more dramatic than sincere. She sighed heavily before saying, "Emily, I am so glad you are here because Lily has been completely unreasonable all afternoon," as if my quiet, respectful daughter had suddenly become someone I would not recognize. Before I could ask another question, my younger sister Claire stepped into the hallway with her arms folded and a smug smile across her face. She casually explained that Lily had locked herself in the bathroom after they took away her laptop, because they believed she was spending far too much time staring at a screen instead of acting like a normal child. A knot formed in my stomach because something about their story did not make sense. Lily had never screamed or thrown tantrums when she was upset, and whenever life overwhelmed her, she always became quiet instead of loud, which made me worry that something far more serious had happened. Without wasting another second, I walked quickly down the hallway and gently knocked on the bathroom door. After a few moments, the lock clicked open, and Lily slowly stepped out with tears covering her face while she held her laptop tightly against her chest as though it were the only thing keeping her from falling apart. She looked up at me with trembling lips and barely managed to whisper, "Mom, they deleted everything," before breaking into uncontrollable tears. My heart sank instantly because I knew she was not talking about a game or homework assignment, and deep inside I realized that whatever had happened inside this house had just destroyed months of her hard work. I wrapped my arms around Lily and tried to calm her breathing before gently asking her to show me exactly what had happened. With shaking hands, she opened the laptop, clicked on the folder that had once held months of research, designs, charts, and coding work, but every single file had disappeared as if all her effort had never existed. We walked back into the living room, where Claire was sitting comfortably on the couch without the slightest hint of regret. She shrugged and said, "I deleted everything that was open because I thought it was just useless screen time," while my mother nodded in agreement and calmly added, "She spends far too much time on that computer anyway, and maybe this will teach her to enjoy being a kid again." For a moment, I could not find the words to answer because I was trying to control the anger rising inside me. They had not simply erased a few files from a laptop, they had destroyed 5 months of dedication, creativity, and dreams that an 11-year-old girl had poured her entire heart into for the biggest opportunity she had ever received. Lily quietly searched every folder again, hoping something had survived, but the project was completely gone and even the recycle bin had been emptied. She looked at me with hopeless eyes and whispered, "Mom, the deadline is tomorrow morning." And hearing those words broke my heart because I knew there was almost no time left to save everything she had worked so hard to build. I gently took the laptop from her hands and promised that we would not give up without a fight. As we walked out of my parents' house together, I looked back one last time and saw Claire smiling as if she had done the right thing. And in that moment, I made a silent promise to myself that they would eventually face the consequences of what they had done. The drive home was completely silent except for Lily quietly crying in the back seat while holding her laptop close. The pain on her face reminded me that this was more than a school assignment. It was months of hard work disappearing in a single careless moment. As soon as we got home, we searched everywhere for a backup copy of the project. After several stressful minutes, Lily found an old draft attached to an email she had sent to her teacher months earlier. And although it was incomplete, it gave us a small spark of hope. We sat together at the kitchen table and started rebuilding everything from memory. Hour after hour, we typed, corrected mistakes, and recreated charts until the sun began to rise, refusing to let someone else's actions erase Lily's dream forever. Just before the deadline, Lily submitted the unfinished project with tired eyes and shaking hands. Neither of us knew if it would be enough, but we both knew we had done everything possible to keep her dream alive. 2 weeks later, the results were finally posted, and my heart sank when I saw that Lily's name was missing, while my nephew Ethan had somehow become a finalist. As we read the project summary, I immediately recognized Lily's unique ideas, and I realized her work had somehow ended up under someone else's name. I gathered every piece of evidence we still had, including old drafts, emails, and timestamps, then sent everything to the scholarship committee. A few days later, during the finalist presentations, Ethan could not explain the project, but Lily answered every question with confidence because she was the one who had actually created it. After reviewing the evidence, the committee confirmed the truth and removed Ethan from the competition. They invited Lily to present her own work, praised her honesty and determination, and awarded her a special scholarship for her outstanding effort and resilience. That painful experience taught me that talent can never truly be erased, even when someone tries to destroy it. Please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends and family. We create entertaining and inspiring stories for our viewers, and your support helps us continue making great content for you.